Practice rejuvenation, working with a great cosmic orbit. Go. A great cosmic orbit passes from the top of the spirit along the front of the spirit body, the double, our body, then through the legs and up the back of the body to the top of the spirit. Go begins with a microcosmic orbit, lessons sharp 1 and 10. The trajectory of the microcosmic orbit corresponds to the rotation of our planet around its axis. One rotation of the microcosmic orbit corresponds to 1 day. The trajectory of the Go corresponds to 1 revolution of our planet around the Sun. 1 revolution corresponds to 1 year. If we move in the opposite direction, and the ball goes up to the crown of the spirit on the front part, and down to the feet on the back, our years will roll back in time. However, we cannot rewind the past years as we wish. We can only turn back time to our perfect biological age. The perfect biological age is an absolute of what we should look like under ideal conditions. But the influence of many adverse factors, ecology, nutrition, irregular sleep, fatigue, etc., age us much more than it should be. This practice helps to remove the consequences of this negative impact, and by rewinding the time back, we begin to rejuvenate and look at your real age. It would seem what could be simpler. Here there is one very important nuance. The trajectory of energy is constant. Energy moves not only during the practice, but also at any other time, and it always moves in the same direction. Let's look at how the reverse Go is performed. The first part of the practice, performing a microcosmic orbit basic position, standing or sitting, hands on the lower dantian. The tip of the tongue rests against the palate behind the upper teeth. Imagine a golden ball the size of a tennis ball in the lower dantian, and then as it half goes out of the body to our hands, now it is under our hands. Mentally send the golden ball down to the point of Huyin and compress the anus, so that the energy does not go away. 1. Inhale. The head is tilted back, to make the ball easier to pass along the channel through the outpost. Where the energy moves poorly, the ball is directed up to the crown. 2. Exhale. The head tilts down to extend the trajectory of the ball. It moves down to the point of Huyin. Perform several times and stop the ball at the point Huyin. The second part of the practice, perform the reverse microcosmic orbit. Mentally send the golden ball up the front of the body, from the point of Huyin to the top of our head. 1. Inhale. The head is tilted back. The ball moves up the front of the body to the top of the head. 2. Exhale. The head is lowered to extend the trajectory of the ball. The ball moves down the back of the body to the point of Huyin. Squeeze the anus, so that the energy does not go up. Perform until you feel that the ball is moving freely, without resistance. Third part of the practice, we combine the trajectory of the ball with the trajectory of the spirit. We represent our spirit above us. 1. Inhale. The head is tilted back from the point of Huyin. We mentally send a golden ball along the front of the body in a straight line up to the crown of our spirit. Pause. 2. Exhale. Our head goes down to extend the trajectory. The ball moves down along the back to the point of Huyin. Squeeze the anus. We carry out until the resistance to the movement of the ball disappears. Fourth part of the practice, complete. Go 1. Inhale. The head is tilted back from the point of Huyin. We mentally send a golden ball along the front of the body in a straight line up to the crown of our spirit. Pause. 2. Exhale. Our head goes down along the back of the body. The ball moves down to our feet, passes over them. 3. Inhale. The head is tilted back again. Send the golden ball along the front of the body in a straight line up to the top of our spirit. Pause. We perform the practice for 20-30 minutes. For the last time, the ball goes up and up to the hands. At this stage, you will feel that at some point the energy of the orbit will begin to spiral from the bottom up. This transcendental energy envelops the entire energy cocoon and completely fills it with itself. If you have achieved this result, the practice is considered successful, and changes in the physical body will begin soon enough. Final part, stopping the ball under your hands. We wait for all the energy to come from our trajectory. Collecting energy, we form a ball under our hands and slightly press on the stomach, sending the ball inside the body. We end up as an extended cosmic orbit connecting to a double. The practice is performed once a month. If after performing the practice, the ball does not stop and continues to move in the opposite direction, it means that there is a very strong discrepancy with your current age. And the more circles the ball makes after the end of practice, the stronger the discrepancy. A little later the ball will stop itself. If after the end of the practice the ball continues to move for at least an hour, you need to perform the practice not once a month, but daily for 1-2 weeks, and then once a week. If the ball doesn't stop for half an hour, we do it every day for a week. If the ball stopped immediately, and after a short time the energy was redistributed to its usual orbit, you correspond to your real age. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. All have a good mood and bye.